All right, let's get into the news of the day with my political panel tonight. Joining me, Labor MP for Parramatta, Andrew Charlton, and Nationals Senate Leader, Bridget McKenzie. Great to see both of you in Canberra tonight. Bridget, let's start with you. This is the first surplus for Australia in 15 years. Would you like to say congratulations to Andrew and the government for that?
Well, of course, I think a surplus is a good thing. I'd like to see it for a few more years in the budget with less heroic assumptions. But I think the sad thing about the budget today is that serious economists across the country, from Chris Richardson, Stephen Anthony, S&P Global, etc., have been calling out the inflationary nature of this budget. And unfortunately, instead of out there celebrating his budget and all the great thing it's supposedly going to do for our nation over the next 4 years, Jim Chalmers and the Prime Minister have been forced to defend the inflationary nature of the budget from the starting blocks early this morning. So I don't think it's quite the budget day they want. And I think this is just a big spending budget that hasn't really done the heavy lifting that particularly mortgage holders, but most Australians, the majority of Australians, need the government to do to put downward pressure on inflation. That was the one test. Yep. And it would seem they've failed.
All right. Well, Andrew, what do you say to that? It isn't just the opposition today. There are serious economists who say that this is a lot of money entering the economy, that this could have or will have a stimulatory effect and could lead to higher rate rises. What do you say to this?
I just don't see it, Sharri. I mean, if you look at one number, the most important number in the budget, which is what is total spending as a percent of GDP, and that number is 24.8%. That means that the government is spending 24.8% of GDP, and that is the lowest it has been in 5 years. So this budget, by any measure, doesn't matter whether we're talking about particular individual items, when you add it all up, it's 24.8% of GDP is the total expenditure, and that is the lowest in 5 years. So it's not inflationary, it's delivering a surplus, and it's a budget that Australians can be proud of.